Championships, Christian Coleman, who was set to race against Fred Kerley, the 2022 world champion from the United States. These two, at the time, were quite interesting figures coming out to compete on this day, because not only were they the previous global final winners, but they both didn't quite compete as well as they wanted in the 2023 World Finals. This made this men's 100 a very anticipated race, and with a finishing time of 9.83 seconds, Christian Coleman tied the world lead and proved that he certainly had what it takes to win a world championship medal. However, one of the more shocking developments from this race was not what happened with Fred Kerley, but it's what happened all the way out in lane 10 as Kishane Thompson from Jamaica, the 21-year-old rising talent, closed like a freight train, finishing this race in second place in 9.58 seconds, almost catching one of the best starters and 100-meter runners of all time, Christian Coleman. This put Kishane right up with the best sprinters in the world for 2023, only falling 0.02 seconds shy of the world lead. And what made this race even more memorable is the fact that this was only his third 100 race ever under 10 seconds, and for this effort, he almost chased down Christian Coleman himself. The potential of Kishane Thompson at this point was through the roof, and it seemed as though he really could be a force to contend with the best for the remainder of his career. However, as 2024 unfolded, it seemed as though his potential might have unfortunately been lost, as he just wasn't seen on the track for the majority of the season. Through April, May, and the early weeks of June, Kishane was nowhere to be seen, and for his only slated race that was set to take place on May 18th, he was a DNF, meaning that he did not finish this men's 100. It was honestly sad to see such a promising athlete just not quite reach his potential. But then, as many of you are very familiar with, the Olympic trials in Jamaica took place this season, and this is where Kishane Thompson absolutely brought the smoke. In just 3 races, Thompson immediately proved that he just might be the favorite for the men's 100-meter gold in this year's Paris Games, as he ran a 9.82 100 in the opening heats, he ran a 9.84 time in the semis, and then, even though he had already smoked the track, he managed to save his best for last, as he dropped a historic 9.77 time for the men's finals, a time that now places him in the top 10 all-time for the men's 100 meters. This performance was a shocking moment for the now 22-year-old Thompson, because even against the likes of Akeem Blake and the previous world leader Oblique Seville, Thompson took this victory with relative ease. With this 9.77, the track world officially woke up to Kishane Thompson. From podcasts to sports writers, even to the athletes themselves, many really did see this special athlete as the next great one who could be untouchable moving into the Olympics. And now, for his first international race since reaching the top of the world in the 100, he was set to face 2 of the fastest men in the world in a 100-meter race in Hungary, the silver medalist from last year's World Finals, Letsile Teboho, and the South African legend and 9.84-second athlete, Akani Simbine. This showdown had many people wondering exactly how Thompson would fare against 2 very talented international names. And ultimately, like many people clearly thought would happen, Thompson won this race while taking his foot off the gas down the final meters of this race, winning over Tebogo with a time of 9.91, while Tebogo finished in second in 9.99, and Akani Simbine again ran a solid time at 10.01 seconds. With a slight headwind to run against, but another dominant effort, Kishane proved that he is clearly not just a medal contender, he is a genuine gold medal threat for this year's Summer Games. But what makes Kishane different isn't just the fact that he's practically the second coming of Asafa Powell, with more muscle than 99.9% of the track and field world. It's the fact that he just hasn't raced much for the past couple of seasons. In 2021, he only raced 4 times, in the 200 and in the 400 meters. In 2022, he did race slightly more, jumping into a total of 8 races, from the 60 all the way up to the 400. And then in 2023, where he famously ran his 9.85 against Coleman, he only raced 5 times, and so far in 2024, the Olympic year and the year of his 9.77, he has only raced 4 times, and that is if we don't include his DNF on May 18th. Indeed, the lack of racing and injury-prone nature of the past few seasons has likely taken some great results away from
9.79 seconds. It was a really close one, same clocking as Noah Lyles. Your thoughts in the immediate aftermath of this final?
Honestly, I really enjoyed myself. It's my first Olympics. I'm really grateful. The only thing that I'd say, I should be more patient, because the way I should have run the race, I guess I didn't trust my speed like I should have, like previous times. But I know I'm inexperienced. It's not an excuse. I have to just adapt and overcome. It will be better from here.
What are you going to be working on? Is it more on the physical front or more on the mental front?
Everything, everything. No excuses. We sharpen what needs to be sharpened. If it's sharp than ever, we make it even sharper than ever. Just keep on bettering my best. That's all.
What do you take away from these Olympic Games?
First, it's a big stage.
Now, it has been a long time Jamaicans have been waiting for this moment. We all know that since Usain Bolt retired from Olympics and active sports, Jamaica were kind of losing hope in the men 100-meter race because there was no anyone who came out with promising speed that could shake the world and maybe grab that 100-meter gold medal. But here comes Kishane Thompson, a very young and promising young man. I actually see a lot of potential in him. Now, we know Jamaica is known for actually producing one of the best guys in sports. And we hope that this is going to be the case and this is going to be continued story, not the story that will finish and remain in history books. We want to see a Jamaica where people actually compete for the top, for the gold medal. And this is whatever has been happening for the longest time. Now, Jamaica has been put on the map and we actually have more expectations when it comes to this. We know they are going to do better and we have absolute trust in Kishane Thompson, Shericka Jackson, we have total trust in Ann Fraser and all those who have shown us potential.
First time this season, it's a first defeat over 100 metres this year for Akani Sambine. Loads more in the tank there for Kishane Thompson.
Jamaica, a small island in the Caribbean, but wow, this island is huge in the world of track and field. We are known for our speed, our strength, and our big hearts. Our athletes have been the best in track for many years. We have a great history of sprinting. It's a part of who we are. We grow up watching our heroes. We dream of making our country proud someday. We train hard with passion and lots of dedication. We push ourselves as hard as we can. Jamaica has given the world some of the greatest athletes ever. These athletes inspire our nation and the whole world. They show us what's possible with hard work and belief. Usain Bolt, a name that means speed, a legend who changed sprinting forever. He's the fastest man ever, a record holder who seemed to break the rules of speed. 8 Olympic gold medals, 11 world championship titles, records that might never be broken. Usain's achievements are amazing, but it was his charm, his happiness that made everyone love him. He made track and field fun to watch, a real show. He was himself on the track, and the world loved him for it. Usain showed us that anything is possible if you have big dreams. As a young girl growing up in Jamaica, I had a dream. I wanted to run, to be the best. I trained hard, pushing myself every single day. I faced tough times, setbacks, but I never quit. I became a mum, a moment of great joy, but some people thought I couldn't run anymore. They said I was done. They didn't know the heart of a champion. I came back stronger, faster, and even more determined. I proved that being a mum doesn't stop you from succeeding. It makes you stronger, it inspires you. I want to show young girls that they can do anything they set their minds to. Shericka Jackson is a powerful runner. Her story is inspiring. She started in the 400 meters, a really hard race, but she wanted more. She wanted to win the shorter sprints to show everyone how talented she was, and she did it. Shericka moved to the 100 and 200 meters and became a world champion. Her speed and power are amazing. She shows us what hard work, dedication, and trying new things can do. Shericka shows us that we can be great in many different areas. We are not limited by what we did before, but by how much we want to grow. Kishane Thompson, remember that name, he's the future of Jamaican sprinting. He is young, eager and super fast. Kishane has already run the 100 meters in under 10 seconds, showing the world how good he is. He is a result of our great athletic program, a system that helps talented athletes become even better. Kishane's journey is just starting. He can achieve amazing things. He represents the bright future of Jamaican track and field. We're not just individual athletes, we are part of something bigger, a legacy built by many generations of Jamaican sprinters. We are inspired by those who came before us. Athletes like Herb McKinley, Donald Quarry, Merlina Otti. They showed us what was possible. They made it easier for us to follow in their footsteps. We want to continue this legacy, to make our country proud and inspire the next generation. This legacy isn't just about winning medals. It's about hard work, dedication, and being proud of our country. It's about representing Jamaica with honor and respect. We do more than just run. We inspire young athletes in Jamaica and all over the world. We show them that anything is possible with hard work and belief. We are role models, showing them how important discipline, dedication, and good sportsmanship are. We want to create a better future for young people. We use our platform to talk about education, healthy living, and positive change. We want to help the next generation achieve their dreams. Our success has made Jamaica famous. We are a small island with a big heart and an even bigger impact. We have shown the world the power of Jamaican spirit, our toughness, our passion. Our athletes are famous around the world, representing the best of our culture. They have brought attention to our music, our food, our way of life. We are proud to be Jamaicans. We are proud to represent our country. Our success shows how talented and determined our people are. The future of Jamaican athletics is very bright. We have lots of talented young athletes. We will continue to be the best in track, to break records, to inspire. But we want to do more than just win medals and break records. We are using our platform to make the world a better place, to inspire positive change, to empower the next generation. We are more than just athletes. We are ambassadors for our country, for our people, for a brighter future. Jamaica, a little island in the Caribbean Sea, is known for its awesome culture, beautiful scenery, and music that makes everyone want to dance. But besides its amazing beaches and catchy reggae, Jamaica has a really cool history at the Olympics. It's a story of being super fast, never giving up, and making a big difference in track and field. Jamaica's Olympic journey shows how strong its people are, how they win even when things are tough, and how proud they are of their country. Since they first went to the Olympics in London in 1948, Jamaica has always done better than anyone expected, amazing the world with how fast their runners are. The country has so many amazing athletes who have won tons of medals and become famous in history, setting records that still impress us today. Jamaica's Olympic story is all about never giving up, having amazing talent and loving track and field. And the story keeps getting better every time the Olympics happen. It was 1948. After World War II, the world was trying to get back to normal, and the London Olympics was a chance for everyone to come together. During these games, a small country, almost ready to be independent, competed for the first time. Jamaica, still ruled by Britain, sent its first team of athletes ready to show the world what they could do. They didn't know it then, but they were starting something really special for Jamaica. Some of the first athletes were Herb McKinley, a great runner who would win many medals for Jamaica, and Arthur Wint, a name that would soon be famous. These athletes, determined to do their best and show everyone how good they were, carried the hopes and dreams of a whole country. Competing in the 1948 Olympics was the beginning of Jamaica's amazing Olympic story, a story all about natural talent, never giving up and wanting to win. At the 1948 London Olympics, a legend was born. Arthur Wint, a talented runner who practiced on the dirt tracks back home in Jamaica, was ready to race against the best in the world. With everyone in Jamaica cheering him on, Wint got ready for the 400-meter final, focused on the finish line. When the starting gun went off, Wint ran like the wind, strong and graceful. He was so fast no one could keep up. When he crossed the finish line, he made history. Arthur Wint became Jamaica's first Olympic gold medalist. Everyone was amazed, and suddenly everyone in Jamaica was excited about track and field. Winning the gold wasn't just about being a great athlete. It gave everyone hope and showed the world what Jamaica could do. Wint's gold medal was the start of something big for Jamaica, something that would get even better over time. Arthur Wint's win in 1948 made everyone in Jamaica excited and proud. New athletes inspired by Wint were ready to become Olympic champions too. Herb McKinley, George Roden and Leslie-Ann were three athletes who would make Jamaica a real powerhouse in track and field. Herb McKinley was an amazing runner who always did well in the 400 and 100 meters. George Roden, known for his powerful running style, was a top 400-meter runner. Leslie-Ann, a key member of Jamaica's relay teams, was super fast. Together, these athletes showed the world how good Jamaican runners were. They worked hard and were proud to represent their country, setting the stage for Jamaica to become the best at sprinting. They inspired many other athletes to follow in their footsteps. In the 1970s and 80s, Jamaica really started to shine. Donald Quarry, a smooth and powerful runner, won gold in the 200 meters at the 1976 Montreal Olympics. Everyone in Jamaica was so proud. Then came Malene Otte, known as the Queen of the Track. She competed for almost 30 years and won so many medals, becoming one of the best female sprinters ever. Otte never gave up and inspired everyone. Quarry and Otte showed the world how great Jamaican athletes were. They paved the way for future sprinters, proving that if you work hard and never give up, you can achieve anything. Jamaica has changed what it means to be fast, amazing everyone with its incredible athletes. From super-fast sprints to how hard they work on the track, Jamaican athletes have set new records. They don't just win medals, they inspire everyone and show what true competition is all about. Shelly-Ann Fraser-Pryce and Elaine Thompson-Herah are famous sprinters showing how amazing Jamaican runners are. They've been so successful that they've inspired a new group of athletes who are ready to compete against the best in the world. These young runners look up to the athletes who came before them and want to keep Jamaica at the top of the sprinting world. Everyone knows how important Jamaica is in track and field. The country has some of the best sprinters ever, changing how athletes train and compete all over the world. People love Jamaican athletes not just because they're fast, but also because they're fun to watch and are good sports. Jamaica has an amazing track and field history, and the future looks bright. With new stars coming up and famous athletes still competing, Jamaica is still a big deal in the world of sports. Because Jamaica supports its young athletes, the tradition of being the best will continue for a long time.